I'd just like to thank you all again for some interesting talks. I've definitely enjoyed this morning's program. I was happy to hear about all the other exciting things that are going on in the space, and obviously there's a very active quantum program. And a question I actually have for the organizers, I mean, you mentioned there's around 60 or so participants. Obviously, it's hard to tell where they're all from, and are they mainly students? Are they other researchers? Are they all in South Africa? So my question really would be, who were we talking to?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
We usually only know that afterwards. So we do an analysis of where our audience comes from based on their registration details. Um, Typically, we have quite a big audience from higher education institutions. Um, we have some from science councils, but interestingly, with discussion forums, we get a lot of other professionals and some businesses as well.
Okay.
For in our registrations, there were about half a dozen people who were either tuning in from outside of South Africa, or who are from other countries. But it's hard to tell looking at the audience that's actually here. So it's going to be interesting to look at those details. We'll put those on the website. We don't usually do that, but I'm going to commit to my team. Team, are you listening? I'm committing to putting those details on the website on the event page.
Great. Thanks very much.
I think, we have been making some publicity, generating some publicity around the International Year of Quantum Science and
Yes.
Technology.
Yeah.
And so I think there is extra interest. And I'm so glad the UN actually proclaimed the International Year so that we have an excuse to talk about it.
Yeah, no, it was well received. We got here at UCT a little bit of extra funding from SAQUTI. We normally have outreach programs in the department to attract school kids, mainly at high school level, into the university to learn a bit about physics. But actually, this year with the year of the quantum and getting some extra funding from SAQTI, we were actually able to put that money towards busing in students from much further afield, particularly impoverished areas, which wouldn't otherwise have access to UCT, and then sent her some really nice year of quantum pracs and demonstrations. So, and I think Jody mentioned, well, there's been a lot of activity around that. So that's really good for promoting physics and engineering and of course quantum. So I agree, it was a very good idea. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'm hoping that we can do something with our students. We have a small group of very select students who got 90% and more for maths and science. And we select a group from all provinces every year. And next year, we're planning to have a tour in Cape Town. So if you're willing to repeat the show,
oh yeah, you should get in touch with the
July
Department of
next year.
Physics. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Okay.
we have something called Phenomenal Physics, which we run every year, and we get our graduate students involved. We have liquid nitrogen rockets and magnetic levitation and a whole range of things. So, and now we've got a few things we've added for quantum. So definitely get in touch with the department. Very happy to assist and host.
Okay, we'll do that. Itumeleng and Ndlovu, my staff member for youth outreach, is in the audience, I think, and I hope she's taking notes. We'll be following up with you. Thank you so much, Mark.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jody, have you got some comments for us?
Hi. Not really any comments. I think it was a very interesting session. Everybody presenting their research. I hope it was insightful for everybody. And I think just a reminder that if everybody can join tomorrow as well, there's more sessions on specifically quantum computing if people are interested in that.
Thank you. Thank you for that plug, Jody. We absolutely needed that. Thank you for your presence and for kicking off all the proceedings this morning. That was really very good. Chart Kruger.
Yes, Jancy. Yeah, it was great to be part of today's session. So thank you once again for inviting me to this. I've been enjoying all the talks, and what struck me is that we have covered already quite a broad scope today, even though there were only a few talks, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of what quantum mechanics can offer us. And that's actually a point that I would like to emphasize, that quantum mechanics covers a very broad range of topics and applications, and that is a view that we must also take. We must not shy away because of quantum. The concept of quantum is fundamentally quite weird and elusive, but yeah, I think the layman must leave the understanding of what quantum really is to the scientists who are curious about this, and rather use the beautiful advantages that quantum phenomena offer in technological applications, because there's so much that quantum mechanics offers to us. And what the last two speakers have shown us, especially Rory and Liren, are excellent examples of technological applications, also covering a broad scope. So yeah, I thank you for organizing this, and yeah, we must take this forward. This must be considered the beginning of the technological revolution in South Africa.
Fantastic. Oh, I like that rallying cry. Thank you very much, George. Andrew, or would you like the last word?
Me? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, well, thanks everybody for presenting. I think it gives a flavor for what's going on, and certainly in the quantum community in South Africa. We'll hear more tomorrow, and what SAQT is trying to achieve, which is the drive from science to technology. So hopefully the listeners see a bit of a balance across that spectrum, and yeah, I hope everybody comes back tomorrow to hear more.
Yes, thank you very much. Rory, do you want to say anything?
Hello, no, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to talk about commercialization of products. And then I also want to mention that we did an outreach with the ESCOM Expo, and we managed to reach 111 schools with almost 2,000 scholars. And so
Fantastic.
we're also trying to promote the quantum environment to the pupils.
Wonderful. Wow, we must talk to you as well. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thanks for your presentation. Liren.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you to, the organizing committee for having me. I think it was really great presentations, and also coming from a different perspective, a industry, a commercialization perspective. I think it's so important that we start encouraging, especially the youth of South Africa, to realize that quantum is not just a far-fetched idea. It's something that can actually have a current impact in the world today. And it is something that can definitely lead to amazing jobs as well. And an opportunity for you to take, your science education and actually impact the world. And that bridge is quantum. So yeah, that would be all I would have to say. But thank you to all the speakers for such informative talks as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Liren. So thank you very much for all your presentations, for enlightening us in educating us. Of course, enlightenment has taken on a new meaning as well. Enrichment too. And we will have more of that tomorrow, as Andrew said. Andrew, thank you very much for your presence here, for your presentation, and for helping us to put together this extremely interesting program that will certainly, I think, make people think and sit up when they hear about quantum science and technology. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm closing today's discussion forum because there aren't any questions, and people have been a little bit reluctant to ask questions. If you have questions, please bring them tomorrow. We are continuing this discussion tomorrow, and we will get even deeper insight into what is going on and what the potential is of quantum science and technology. With that, goodbye. Bye, Andrew. Thank you so much.